Hey everyone, how are you? Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Yasmin, and today I'm going to be doing a reading on Vivan de la Torre. Some of you guys wanted me to cover this subject. You didn't tell me necessarily what exactly you wanted me to look into, but I'm going to be asking, just checking to see, let's just check up on Vivan to see if the interview was legit. If the interview was legit, was she telling the truth? In my other reading that I did, I let you guys know that she was going to be actually defending herself publicly, and it happened. So, just an FYI, you guys, before I even start this reading, I have a lung condition right now because I had a lung infection where it makes me cough. So if you don't like it and it bothers you, click off right now because I can't control if I do have to cough, okay? Because somebody tried to call me out on that and I'm like, no. You don't come on here and tell me what to do, okay? Anyway, I'm just letting you know right now. I do apologize ahead of time if I just randomly cough. Okay. So with that being said, I did do some channeling, you guys. I did do some channeling before, because I don't know if you guys know. Some of you do, some of you don't. If you guys are new to the channel, you probably don't know. I do energy healing work. I do spiritual clearing, karmic clearing, things like that, of that nature. And so a lot of my channeling is 100% accurate because I connect with high self spirit with my spiritual team. I'm making sure I'm working with I'm connected. A lot of times when we do tarot, we can have interferences that give us false information. So what I did was, while I was channeling, while I was doing energy clearing for myself, I asked my spirit team, high self team, if it was okay for me to actually ask questions regarding this case, the Valeria case. They actually said yes. So I made up a chart that I normally use in my work, and I asked questions. Okay, I'm gonna read you what I found out before I do the reading. Now, this is very interesting. I don't know if you guys can see it. Can you guys see it? Okay. So I made up a chart, and I channeled some questions here. I channeled some answers. So I asked if Vivan was actually telling the truth in that interview. It said only 25% that she was actually telling the truth. Now, I did hear the interview, and I did feel that she was telling some truth, but she couldn't tell the actual truth. Okay? I actually asked Spirit, when I was doing my channeling, if there was an actual witness that witness that came forward, Paola, whatever, the fake name witness, if she actually was present, and they said that there was a witness, but that she was only telling 40% of the truth. She actually doesn't remember. What they're saying is that she got most of her information. It might have happened like passing by or really quick. She didn't linger as long as she said she was, and she got most of the information from the actual videos and social media. And then she started trying to paint this picture of what she remembers, but it was just a few seconds that I think she was there, and she was just passing by or from a distance or something. But supposedly the witness was true, but it was only 40% accurate what she said. So okay, so this is interesting. I asked who was involved in this case. Again, I got the answers that I've been getting. There was 5 people total that was involved in this unaliving. The names that I got were exactly what I've been channeling, guys. Okay? The delivery guy, Erica, Vivan, the ex-lover, and there's a 5th person that they tell me was a friend. I don't know who this person is, but they said it's a female. Again, I don't know. But I asked who actually sent her to die, to unalive, and it was the ex-lover. Because I channeled. And then I asked again several times. I kept getting the same answer. And then I asked, excuse the background noise, guys, there's airplanes. I asked again, who actually unalived her? Like, who actually pulled the trigger, right? In my previous readings, I kept getting a female, but I actually, because sometimes tarot is hard to read, you know, because you're seeing a bunch of pictures, and sometimes it pulls just all the energy around the situation, and you can't really, you know, find out exactly who it is. Like, there's just too many people sometimes. So I got a direct answer that it was actually the delivery guy. And he's not a delivery guy. He's one of his workers. Okay? I also asked, who sent those flowers? It's the ex-lover. The ones that said sorry on them. And it was, again, another one of his delivery guys. That's not a delivery guy. It's one of his workers. Okay? So, in conclusion to my channeling, like I said, I got 5 people involved, and I've been saying that. You can go back and watch my videos. An ex-lover. Vivian was actually involved. Erica, the delivery guy, was the one that unalived her. That's 4. And there was the 5th person. Now, the 5th person could have been that eyewitness, because I kept picking up on a lady. But she wasn't the one involved in actually this plan. All right, let's move on. Let me get my water. Excuse my cough. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I want to know, okay, so Vivan de la Torre interview. Spirit, can you tell us about that interview, Vivan de la Torre? How was that interview that she had with Mafia TV? Vivan de la Torre, Mafia TV. So Vivan de la Torre's interview with Mafia TV, was it fake? Was she lying? I already got that she was only telling 20% of the truth, 25. So can you show me Vivan de la Torre in Mafia TV interview? Show me what went down. Was she lying? Wow. Remember, I keep picking up on this woman, the Queen of Wands? Vivian was definitely involved, you guys. Vivian was definitely involved. I don't care what she says. This woman was involved. She's protected, though. She's protected. All right, Vivan de la Torre's interview with Mafia TV. Yeah, she's one of the masterminds here of this. She worked with him, with the ex-lover. It was definitely her and him. And I don't care what she says. This is what it's showing me right here. I mean, this is alleged and for entertainment purposes only, okay? Obviously, this is channeling. This is my psychic opinion. But this card has came out in all of my readings, guys. You know, you can go back. The Queen of Wands. Okay, Vivan de la Torre, Mafia TV interview. Was she lying? There was already a contract, something that she had to sign, or that it was like a legal agreement. She had already been, she knew what questions they were going to be asked. She had them written down. This is rehearsed. I feel like it was very rehearsed here, okay? Queen of Wands. Okay, so Vivan de la Torre's interview with Mafia TV. Was she lying? Yeah. Let me actually pull more cards. Vivian she was very nervous, yes. But she wanted to clear her name and make it look like, she's the victim too. Okay, so Vivian, 5 more cards, Spirit. Vivian de la Torre's interview with Mafia and TV. This woman is getting a lot of money. A lot of money for this interview. Not only from Mafia and TV, but from the ex-lover, is going to give her a lot of money to shut up. The ex-lover of Valeria. I think they were dating too. This woman is very interested in money. Okay, very, very interested in money. She said it herself. Okay. Valeria, Vivian de la Torre. Vivian's interview with Mafia and TV. Was she accurate? Was she lying? Oh. Okay. Vivian de la Torre. Her interview with Mafia and TV. I'm going to get these cards. I want to see if there's anything else that comes out. So Vivian de la Torre, can you tell me if she was lying on Mafia and TV? Vivian de la Torre, was she lying on Mafia and TV? Can you tell me information about this interview? What happened behind the scenes? Okay, so Vivian de la Torre, interview on Mafia and TV. Spirit, show me. Okay, so she was actually telling the truth that she was home. I have said this in past readings. In the interview, she said she was actually at home. She was actually at home. She was not lying about that. Okay. Vivian's de la Torre, interview with Mafia and TV. Was she lying? Vivian de la Torre. So, okay, never mind. I'll tell you guys right now. Vivian de la Torre, her interview on Mafia and TV. You know what? This is really jacked up. But this woman's going to try to make a career in the media. In the media or something like this. It kind of went to her head. It gave her popularity. Right now it looks bad. But yeah, anyway. People it's like Yolanda Saldivar, like people can't stand her, but they give her all this press and media. She might even write a book or something because people they hate her because of her unaliving Selena, but they give her so much attention. They watch documentaries about this woman, what she has to say, knowing she's a liar. And, people like drama, and that's what makes me kind of sick. Like, how can you support and believe and listen, even give these people a time of, any attention after what they did? So it's almost like Yolanda wants to be the superstar, and she unalived Selena to become the superstar, and people are giving her that fame because they want to know gossip that she's making up. But because it's attention, people get attention. The media, is making money. And it's like, that's sick. It's same kind of energy with this woman. Okay, Vivian de la Torre. But I feel like there is some sort of... okay, I'll tell you right now. Okay, Vivian de la Torre's interview with Mafia and TV. Anything else you want us to know? What? what? Oh shit. Hidden enemy. Distance. Public eye communication. Okay, I'll stop there. I just wanted some extra information. So, yeah, it's what I was feeling. There's a male at a distance. This guy that sent to unalive Valeria, he's not even in town. He's gone. You're not gonna hear from him again. The delivery guy, the actual sicario, the one that actually pulled the trigger, he's gone too, out of the country. Okay. This male and this girl have an agreement. Okay. This woman's a liar. Okay. Sorry for the noise. She wants fame and recognition, which people are giving her that. She did it for the money, because they were going to pay her big money for this. And they did. Mafia and TV. She went with whoever was going to pay her more money. And Mafia and TV is the type that they will do it because Mafia and TV wants he wants to be the first to get this and, you know, for recognition, to grow his channel. That guy kind of gives me the creeps too. I really don't like him. He tends to be on both sides, kind of like, nah. I don't know. Anyways. She did it for communication. This is like media. No, this woman's a backstabber. She clearly is lying. She's a false friend. I'm telling you, I keep telling you guys, and you guys don't believe me probably, but there's a lot of this going on, okay? To protect her and protect, you know, they do stuff like that for protection. So she has some sort of protection there, using this stuff. She claims she doesn't believe in it. That's BS. She does. Success, career. See, she's trying to make a career in the media or in the spotlight because of all this drama. She's gonna be like Yolanda. Watch. Read your posts online. Yeah, you know what? She's at home reading all the stuff that you guys post under another false account. So she knows what's being said about her. Karmic female. Yeah. That was just like side note here. Okay, so was she lying? Yeah, I feel like this is kind of like a smoke and mirrors card. The whole point of this interview for why she did it was, for one, she did it for money. This was an agreement. An agreement for money, okay? From her lawyer. Her lawyer allowed her to do it, but there was a lot of restrictions. She couldn't say a lot of stuff, which we all know. But this is an agreement, a plan. You know, they already rehearsed it and talked about it before they were gonna come on. So she had already notes. She had her notes, what to say, what not to say. This was rehearsed with the lawyer many times, with her legal team, with his legal team. So there was something to do with that, okay? Yeah, she was gonna play victim. You know, everyone wants to, you know, make me out like this public, you know, villain. But she was trying to clear her name. But at the same time, she was hoping that she would move away from the situation, okay? That she would move away, she'd be able to clear her name and then be done with it. The problem here is they're going to try to make this out to be like, we still don't know the answers. Like, it's almost like she's hiding a lot of stuff. There's a lot of smoke and mirrors here. They're not going to tell you the truth. Vivian knows what happened. Vivian and Erica know what happened. But she's not going to tell you. She's not. They're not going to tell you. We're not going to find out. Okay, if anyone goes down, it's either Erica or Vivian. I'm guessing more Vivian. One of those two is going to almost end up in jail. But They're going to offer her a lot of money. And I'm not talking about the ex-lover of Valeria, the one that unalived her, is going to offer Vivian a lot of money to shut up and go away. A lot of money. A lot of money. There's a lot of money here for Vivian. Not only in the media that's going to keep wanting to interview her and offering her money, and she will do it because she's that type of person, but there's a lot of wealth here for Vivian. In the name of Valeria, you know, she's like another Yolanda, you know? Excuse me. I apologize for my coughing, but again, there's a lot of money that's going to be given to the government. And to this woman, just shut up. He wants to make this go away. He doesn't want, he wants people to forget this case, and he wants to make it stop. It's gone too far. And I'm talking about the ex-lover. It's gone too far. Okay? However, there is going to be something that leaks out, comes out. You know what? Even I feel like Vivian's lawyer may make threats, or Erica's lawyer or something like that. But I feel something's going to come out. Let me clarify this. Hold on. Why is the tower here, Spirit? Sorry if you can't see the card. Something about her family is going to come out. You know what? I feel like her father is going to try to get justice. An older man is going to try to get justice. I feel like this case is going to take a while. I feel they already know who did it. And they're going to try to make it seem like they're not going to give you they're not going to tell you who did it because there's too much money involved. There's too much money involved. For Vivian, for the government, it's already been paid. The one who sent the roses was the ex-lover. It was not Vivian. It was not Erica. It was in her family. It was in her TikTok friends. It was her ex-lover. He's an ass. That's all I'm going to tell you guys right there. He is one hell of a jerk. He's the one that sent the flowers. Excuse me. He's not here. He's gone. You won't find him anymore. Will there be justice? I think there will, but we're not going to know about it. It's going to be a while before we hear about it. I think that there's an older man that's going to... let me use my deck here. There's an older man that's going to... I think it's Valeria's dad. I think he is going to go out and get justice for Valeria. There's an older man that will get justice for Valeria in the long run. I feel like it's her father or a family member. I'm leaning towards her father. He wants justice for his daughter. And I think he will get it. I think eventually this ex is going to get caught. All right, let's find out about the ex-lover here. What is this ex-lover? Ex-lover of Valeria that unalived her. Let's just ask, okay, the person that unalived Valeria, what is he doing right now? How does he feel about this whole case? Will he get caught? The person that unalived, the man who started this all, that ordered her execution, Valeria's execution, will he get caught? What is he up to right now? What does he think about this whole thing? Yeah, he's a nasty person. Very cold, calculating. So the man who sent to unalive Valeria. What is he doing right now? What does he think about the case? Will there be justice here? Oh, he's gone. He shows up as the devil. This guy has a lot of connections in a lot of places. So it's kind of like, okay, I'll make an example. It's kind of like a celebrity. It's almost like she dated like a I don't want to say he was a celebrity because I don't think he was, but it's almost like if you're a celebrity or a very important person that everyone knows, like you have connections all over the world, you have connections all over the city, you have connections with the government, with the media, with everything. He is one of those type of people. And so he paid a lot of people to make this stop. So the person that unalived Valeria, who is he? What is he doing right now? Will there be justice? Yeah, he's gone. He knows he's not gonna get caught. So the person that unalived Valeria, can you tell me about him? Where is he at right now? And how does he feel about this case? This guy was a... Yeah. Okay, so the person, the ex-lover that we think is an ex-lover, what does he think about Valeria's case right now? And will he get caught? Will he go to jail? He's traveling around a lot right now. He's all over the damn place. Okay, the person that unalived Valeria. Oh yeah. Yeah, he's hiding out. He's celebrating his success. He knows he won. There's not much to say about him. I don't want to get into it, okay? I'm going to end soon. But all I can say is this guy is actually going after Vivian and the other people involved and making sure that this stops, okay? Sorry for all the noise. Yeah, he's in hiding. He's actually talking to those girls' lawyers. So he has contact with them. Okay? He's communicating with the lawyers for this girl, Vivian. And yeah, he's not going to be found anytime soon. If so, it might be in about maybe 6 months where we may hear something. But this guy is like, he's in hiding. He doesn't care. He feels like, look at, like the fool. He feels like, free from this. He feels he got away with it. He's actually celebrating his success. He's happy. Yeah, he's not a very good person, obviously. But you know what I feel? You know what I feel? His justice, his karma, is going to be passing away the same way he unalived this girl, with bullets. That's all I have for you guys. And let me know if there's anything else you want me to cover. And thank you for watching. Bye.